as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, and how the game...
Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. On 1st and 10, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, incomplete. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it's now 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, he's got a man, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. A very solid gain of 27. Jackson on 1st down, steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jordan Elliott able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And then he is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that would turn into a long touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mayfield on play action. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Mayfield off the play fake. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield now. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. This is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 78 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. In to make the stop, Patrick Queen, the linebacker, the Ravens' leading tackler in 2020. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Chubb will get the call running left. Chubb will have the first down and much more. The 30, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the block.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. And that takes us from second to third down. Throwing is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Rolling to his... I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in it.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have...
It got his man. Complete. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 76 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 69 yards, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Jackson now. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down, Ravens.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception into red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson dancing to his left. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Following the penalty, Chubb breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. It is fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Jackson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Let's go! Let's go!
And we're back now here in Cleveland. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 87 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run it again with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Browns on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson. And CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? Well, Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
Second and 5 now. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 7. A little under 2.5 to go. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Mayfield on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The first play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mayfield. Pass complete to Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 49 yards. And the the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is Jakeem Grant. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Jackson connects with Duvernay. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Jackson forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
That's it, baby.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing. Jackson. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the attention, it turns to the Browns. Trailing by a touchdown. A little under 30 seconds remaining. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Baltimore, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from, my money is free. I feel envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it.